In part 2 of this video series, we explore 25 additional Walmart interview questions and answers. Don't forget to customize these answers to highlight your unique qualifications and experiences. Here's a bonus tip. Research the company and review the job description so you can incorporate key skills relevant to the job role in your answers. You can find the link to part 1 of this series in the description section below. Question number 1. How do you use or learn new store technology, such as handhelds or apps? Interviewers ask this question to gauge your adaptability and comfort with technology, which is essential in Walmart's modern retail environment. Highlight your willingness to learn, problem-solving skills, and ability to follow instructions. If you have prior experience learning new systems, mention it. End by showing that you see technology as a tool to improve efficiency and customer service. I'm very comfortable learning and using new technology, and I view it as an important part of delivering better service and working more efficiently. When introduced to a new tool or system, I like to start by exploring its basic functions and then build my understanding step by step. I also ask questions, take notes, and review any training materials provided to make sure I'm using it correctly. In a previous job, I learned to use handheld devices for inventory tracking and mobile checkout, which helped speed up processes and reduce errors. At first, it was unfamiliar, but I practiced during slower periods, asked experienced coworkers for tips, and soon became confident using it daily. I also enjoy troubleshooting and finding ways technology can make work easier for both employees and customers. At Walmart, I would bring the same approach, learning quickly, staying curious, and using new tools effectively to improve efficiency, support my team, and provide fast, accurate service every shift. Question number 2. Tell me about a time you received constructive feedback and how you applied it. This question helps interviewers understand how you handle feedback, a key part of growth at Walmart. Show that you accept feedback positively, reflect on it, and make improvements. Use a real example to demonstrate how you turned feedback into action and became better at your job. In a previous retail job, a supervisor once told me that while my customer service was strong, I could improve my speed during checkout, especially during peak hours. Instead of feeling discouraged, I took it as a valuable opportunity to grow. I asked for specific tips, and they suggested organizing items in a more efficient order and practicing scanning techniques during slower periods. I applied their advice, focused on improving my workflow, and tracked my progress over the following weeks. Soon, I was completing transactions much faster without sacrificing accuracy or customer interaction quality. The feedback not only improved my speed but also boosted my confidence and helped reduce line wait times during busy periods. That experience taught me that constructive feedback is not criticism, it's a tool for becoming better. At Walmart, I would approach feedback the same way. Listening carefully, applying what I learn, and using it to continuously improve my performance and contribute more effectively to the team. Question number 3. What does integrity mean to you at work? This question reveals how you align with Walmart's core value of integrity. Focus on honesty, accountability, and doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Give an example if possible, and explain how integrity builds trust with customers, coworkers, and the company. To me, integrity means always doing the right thing, even when it's not the easiest option or when no one is watching. It's about being honest, accountable, and dependable in everything I do, from handling money accurately to communicating openly with customers and coworkers. Integrity also means admitting mistakes, taking responsibility, and making them right as quickly as possible. In a previous job, I once noticed that an overpayment was made during a cash transaction. I immediately informed my supervisor and made sure the extra money was returned to the customer, who was very appreciative. That situation reinforced how important integrity is to building trust and maintaining a strong reputation for both myself and the company. At Walmart, I would bring that same commitment to doing what's right, treating people with honesty and respect, and following policies carefully. I believe integrity is the foundation of excellent service and strong teamwork, and it's something I practice every day on the job. Question number 4. What motivates you to do your best work? Interviewers want to understand what drives you and whether it aligns with Walmart's values. Focus on things like helping customers, contributing to a team, learning new skills, or taking pride in your work. Avoid mentioning only money. Instead, emphasize deeper motivations that connect to the role. What motivates me most is knowing that my work makes a positive difference for both customers and my team. I enjoy helping people and seeing the direct results of my efforts, like a customer leaving happy or a team goal being met. That sense of accomplishment pushes me to keep improving and give my best every day. I am also motivated by learning and growth. Every new task or challenge is an opportunity to develop skills and become more valuable to the company. In my previous job, I often stayed a little longer to help organize after closing because I knew it would make the next day easier for everyone. Seeing how small actions like that improved efficiency and teamwork kept me motivated. At Walmart, I would bring that same drive, working hard not just for myself, but to support the team, deliver excellent service, and contribute to the store's success in a meaningful way. Question number 5. Where do you see yourself in the next year or two? This question helps interviewers understand your goals and whether you're looking for growth within Walmart. Show that you're committed to the company and motivated to learn and take on new responsibilities. Even if you're unsure about the long term, express a desire to grow and contribute. In the next year or two, I see myself growing with Walmart, taking on more responsibilities and continuing to build my skills in customer service, teamwork, and store operations. I'm excited about the opportunity to learn as much as I can about how the store runs and how I can contribute to its success. Once I'm confident in my role, I would like to explore opportunities to cross-train in other departments or take on leadership responsibilities, such as mentoring new team members or supporting shift leads. I believe Walmart is a company where hard work and dedication are noticed, and I'm motivated to grow with an organization that offers so many possibilities. My main goal is to continue improving, helping the team succeed, and building a strong foundation for a long-term career. I'm excited about the future and eager to see how much I can accomplish here over the next couple of years. Question number 6. What does teamwork look like to you in a retail setting? This question helps interviewers see how well you work with others, a major focus at Walmart. Emphasize communication, cooperation, and supporting each other to reach shared goals. Give an example if possible, and explain how teamwork improves the customer experience and overall store performance. To me, teamwork in a retail setting means everyone working together toward the same goal, creating a smooth, positive experience for customers while keeping the store running efficiently. It's about communicating clearly, supporting one another, and stepping in to help even if something isn't technically part of your role. Teamwork also means respecting each person's strengths and trusting them to do their part while being willing to share ideas and solve problems together. In my previous job, our team had to prepare for a major sale event with limited time. We divided tasks based on strengths, some focused on restocking, others on signage, while I helped customers and coordinated between teams. Because we communicated constantly and supported each other, everything was ready on time and customers had a great experience. That showed me how much teamwork matters in retail success. At Walmart, I'd bring that same spirit of collaboration, always looking for ways to help my coworkers and keep operations running smoothly so customers leave happy. Question number 7. How would your previous manager or teachers describe you? Interviewers ask this to understand your work ethic and how others view your character. Focus on positive qualities like reliability, teamwork, communication, and willingness to learn. Choose traits that align with Walmart's values and back them up with brief examples. My previous manager would describe me as reliable, hardworking, and someone who consistently brings a positive attitude to the workplace. I was known for showing up on time, staying focused, and always being willing to help teammates even when tasks weren't part of my regular responsibilities. They often mentioned that I'm quick to learn new skills and adapt to changes, which helped our team handle unexpected challenges smoothly. I was also praised for my communication skills and ability to stay calm under pressure, qualities that helped improve both customer satisfaction and team efficiency. For example, during one particularly busy holiday season, my manager highlighted my efforts in helping organize shifts and support coworkers, which kept everything running smoothly. I think they'd also say I'm dependable and always eager to improve. At Walmart, I'd bring those same qualities, reliability, adaptability, and teamwork to help support the store's success and deliver great service to customers every day. Question number 8. What does good communication with customers and coworkers look like? This question evaluates your understanding of communication's role in retail. Emphasize clarity, active listening, patience, and professionalism. Highlight how communication prevents mistakes, builds trust, and improves teamwork. End by connecting these skills to providing better service at Walmart. Good communication, to me, is all about being clear, respectful, and attentive, whether I'm talking to a customer or a coworker. With customers, it means listening carefully to their needs, asking clarifying questions, and explaining information in a simple, helpful way so they feel understood and supported. Even small gestures, like greeting them warmly and checking back to make sure they found everything, can make a big difference. With coworkers, good communication means sharing information quickly and clearly, listening to their ideas, and coordinating tasks so we're all on the same page. In my previous retail job, strong communication helped our team restock more efficiently and resolve customer questions faster, which improved both satisfaction and productivity. It also helped prevent small issues from becoming bigger problems. At Walmart, I'd bring that same approach, staying patient, listening actively, and communicating clearly to make sure customers have a great experience and my team can work together seamlessly to meet goals. Question number 9. What attracted you to this specific store or department? Interviewers ask this question to see if you've thought about why you want this job specifically, not just any job. Mention something about the store's location, team environment, reputation, or department focus. Connect it to your skills or interests and how you hope to contribute. I was drawn to this specific Walmart store because of its strong reputation for excellent customer service and the positive feedback I've heard from both employees and shoppers. I've also noticed how well this store is organized and how helpful the staff are, which made me excited about the idea of being part of that team. The department I'm applying for particularly interests me because it matches my strengths and interests. I enjoy helping people find what they need and solving problems quickly, which I know is key here. I also appreciate that this store is deeply connected to the local community, which is something I value. Working in a place that prioritizes both customers and teamwork motivates me. I'm confident I can contribute positively, learn a lot, and grow while helping the store continue to deliver the level of service it's known for. Joining this specific team feels like the right environment to challenge myself and make a real impact. Question number 10. How do you balance speed with accuracy? This question assesses your ability to work efficiently without sacrificing quality, a key skill at Walmart. Emphasize planning, focus, and attention to detail. Use an example of how you manage both speed and accuracy successfully. End by showing how this benefits customers and the store. Balancing speed with accuracy is something I focus on every day because both are essential in a retail environment. I believe the key is to stay organized, prioritize tasks, and never rush so much that it leads to mistakes. I like to plan my workflow ahead of time, break larger tasks into smaller steps, and check my work as I go to make sure everything is correct. In my previous job, I handled transactions during busy rushes and learned how to move quickly while still double-checking totals before finalizing sales. This helped reduce errors while keeping lines moving fast, which customers appreciated. I also communicate with my team to make sure we're aligned and working efficiently together. At Walmart, I would use the same approach, staying focused, methodical, and aware of details to keep tasks moving quickly without sacrificing quality. This ensures customers get fast, accurate service, and that store operations remain smooth and reliable even during the busiest times. Question number 11. How would you help a customer find an item you're unfamiliar with? Interviewers ask this to see if you stay helpful and proactive even when you don't have all the answers. Focus on problem solving, resourcefulness, and excellent customer service. Emphasize that you'd never leave a customer without support. You'd find the information or involve someone who knows. End by showing that solving the customer's problem is your priority. If a customer asked me about an item I wasn't familiar with, I would stay calm, professional, and focused on helping them find what they need. First, I would ask a few questions to better understand what they're looking for, like the product name, category, or how they plan to use it. Then I'd check our store system or inventory app to see if it's in stock and where it's located. If I still couldn't find it, I'd walk with the customer through the relevant section rather than just pointing them in a direction. And if needed, I'd ask a more experienced team member or supervisor for help to make sure the customer gets accurate information. In a previous job, this approach often led to customers thanking me for going the extra mile. At Walmart, I'd bring that same attitude, being resourceful, persistent, and customer-focused, so that even when I don't know the answer immediately, I still provide helpful, reliable service every time. Before we continue, I just want to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. You can download a copy of these interview questions and answers in PDF format by clicking on the link below and supporting my channel by making a minimum donation of $3. Your support allows me to keep creating valuable content to help you pass your interview and land your dream job. Thanks for your support and appreciation. Question number 12. How do you handle repetitive tasks while maintaining quality? Interviewers ask this to see if you can stay focused and motivated even during routine work, a key part of many retail roles. Show that you understand the importance of consistency and explain how you keep your attention sharp. Mention any strategies you use to stay engaged and deliver reliable results. I believe repetitive tasks are just as important as high-pressure ones because they keep the store running smoothly and ensure customers have a good experience. To maintain quality, I focus on the purpose behind the task. Whether it's stocking shelves neatly, organizing inventory, or checking expiration dates, understanding how it impacts the overall customer experience keeps me motivated to do it right. I also create small systems to stay efficient and consistent, like checking items in a set order or reviewing my work as I go. In my previous job, I often handled repetitive tasks like folding merchandise or labeling products. By staying focused and treating each task as important, I was able to complete them quickly without sacrificing quality. I also reminded myself that doing these tasks well helped my team and improve the store's appearance. At Walmart, I'd bring that same discipline and mindset, ensuring even routine work is done accurately, efficiently, and with care every single time. Question number 13. How would you support Walmart's customer-first culture? This question helps interviewers see how well you understand Walmart's core value, putting the customer first. Show that you're committed to listening, solving problems, and going above and beyond. Use examples if possible and explain how you'd create positive experiences every time you interact with customers. Supporting Walmart's customer-first culture means making every decision and action with the customer's needs in mind. For me, that starts with being attentive, greeting customers, listening carefully to their questions, and responding with patience and care. It also means going above and beyond when necessary, like walking them to an item instead of pointing or suggesting alternatives if something is out of stock. In my previous retail job, I once stayed after my shift to help a customer who needed assistance finding a product for a last-minute event. It wasn't required, but I knew it would make a difference. They were so grateful and told my manager about the experience, which reinforced how small actions can build loyalty. At Walmart, I would consistently aim to make shopping easy, enjoyable, and stress-free for every customer. Whether it's solving a problem quickly, offering a helpful suggestion, or simply showing kindness, I do my part to create positive experiences and uphold the company's customer-first mission. Question number 14. Do you have any questions for us? This question is your opportunity to show genuine interest and enthusiasm for the role. Always prepare thoughtful questions about the team, growth opportunities, company culture, or expectations. Avoid asking about pay or time off too early. Aim for 3 to 4 meaningful questions that show you're serious about contributing and growing at Walmart. Yes, I do. Thank you for asking. I'm really excited about the possibility of joining the team, and I'd love to learn more about what working here is like. Could you tell me more about the training process and how new employees are supported during their first few weeks? What does success look like in this role, and how do you measure strong performance? I'm also curious about opportunities for growth. Are there paths for advancement or chances to cross-train in different departments over time? Lastly, how would you describe the team culture here and the qualities that make someone thrive at this store? I believe asking these questions helps me understand how I can contribute most effectively and continue growing within Walmart. I want to make sure I'm not just a good fit for the company, but that I'm ready to exceed expectations and help the team succeed from day one. Question number 15. What does great customer service mean to you? This was also question 3 from part 1 of this series, but we'll include a second version here since it's often asked again in a different form. Interviewers want to hear your personal definition of great service and how it aligns with Walmart standards. Focus on listening, solving problems, and making the experience enjoyable. Show you understand it's more than transactions. It's about building trust and relationships. Great customer service means creating a positive, welcoming, and stress-free experience for every person who walks through the doors. It's about treating each customer with respect, listening carefully to their needs, and going beyond basic expectations to make their visit easier and more enjoyable. It also means staying patient, even in challenging situations, and finding solutions that make customers feel valued and understood. I believe the small details, like a warm greeting, clear communication, or checking back to make sure they found everything, can transform a simple shopping trip into a memorable one. In my previous retail experience, I learned how a kind word or an extra minute of help could turn a frustrated customer into a loyal one. At Walmart, I would carry that same mindset into every interaction. My goal would be to not only meet customer expectations, but exceed them, helping to build trust, encourage repeat visits, and uphold Walmart's strong reputation for exceptional service. Question number 16. How do you handle feedback from supervisors or managers? This question shows how open you are to learning and improving. Interviewers want to know if you accept feedback positively and use it to get better. Emphasize listening carefully, asking questions for clarity, and applying the advice to your work. End by showing how this helps you grow and contribute more to the team. Whenever I receive feedback from a supervisor, I treat it as an opportunity to grow and improve my performance. I listen carefully without interrupting, make sure I fully understand their points, and ask clarifying questions if I need more detail. Then I focus on applying the feedback as soon as possible so I can turn it into a new habit. In my last job, my manager once mentioned I could improve how I organized merchandise during restocking to make products easier for customers to find. I took their advice seriously, adjusted my approach, and within a week my manager noticed the difference and praised me for the improvement. That experience showed me that feedback is not criticism, it's guidance to help me succeed. At Walmart, I would bring the same mindset, staying open, willing to learn, and proactive about applying feedback so I can continue improving and make a stronger contribution to the team every day. Question number 17. How would you deal with an upset customer? This question measures your patience, empathy, and problem-solving skills. Focus on staying calm, listening, apologizing sincerely, and offering solutions within company policy. End by explaining that your goal is to turn a negative situation into a positive one for the customer. If I were faced with an upset customer, my first priority would be to stay calm, listen carefully, and let them explain their concern without interruption. I would show empathy by acknowledging their frustration and apologizing sincerely for any inconvenience. Then I would focus on finding a solution within Walmart's policies, whether that meant replacing an item, issuing a refund, or helping them find an alternative product. For example, in my previous job, a customer became upset when a sale item was out of stock. I apologized, checked inventory in the back, and then suggested a comparable product at the same price. They appreciated the effort and left satisfied. That situation reminded me that customers often just want to feel heard and respected. At Walmart, I would always approach upset customers with patience, empathy, and a problem-solving mindset, making sure they leave with a positive impression of the store and the service they received. Question number 18. How do you stay motivated during long or busy shifts? Interviewers ask this to see how you maintain energy and focus. Show that you find motivation in helping customers, supporting teammates, and completing goals. Mention any strategies you use to stay positive and productive during challenging shifts. I stay motivated during long or busy shifts by focusing on the bigger picture, helping customers, supporting my team, and contributing to the success of the store. I remind myself that even small actions, like keeping shelves stocked or moving lines quickly, make a real difference in the customer's experience. I also like to set small goals throughout my shift, such as finishing a restocking section or helping a certain number of customers, which keeps me focused and energized. In my previous job during holiday rushes, I stayed motivated by supporting my teammates and celebrating small wins as a group. Staying positive and encouraging others made the shift feel less stressful and more rewarding. I've also learned that keeping a good attitude rubs off on customers, who often respond with appreciation. At Walmart, I'd bring that same energy, staying focused on teamwork, customer satisfaction, and personal pride in doing my best, no matter how long or busy the shift may be. Question number 19. What would you do if you saw a coworker ignoring safety rules? This question tests your accountability and sense of responsibility. Walmart wants to know you'll prioritize safety and follow protocol, even if it means addressing a coworker's behavior. Show that you'd handle it respectfully, prioritize safety, and report it if needed. If I saw a coworker ignoring safety rules, I would address it calmly and respectfully because safety is too important to overlook. I might start by politely reminding them of the correct procedure, especially if it seemed like they simply forgot or didn't realize. If the issue continued or was serious, I would report it to a supervisor right away to make sure it's handled properly. I believe it's never about blaming someone, but about keeping both employees and customers safe. For example, in a previous role, I noticed a coworker carrying heavy boxes incorrectly. I reminded them of the proper lifting technique and later shared the concern with my manager so training could be reinforced for the team. The coworker appreciated the reminder, and it helped prevent possible injury. At Walmart, I would take the same approach, respectful, proactive, and focused on safety, because following rules keeps everyone secure and ensures smooth operations. Question number 20. How do you handle learning new tasks quickly? This question evaluates your adaptability and willingness to learn. Walmart often requires employees to pick up new responsibilities quickly. Emphasize curiosity, asking questions, practicing, and staying positive while learning. Give an example of a time you adapted quickly. I handle learning new tasks quickly by staying curious, asking questions, and practicing until I feel confident. I also like to take notes so I can review instructions later and make sure I'm not forgetting important details. When learning something new, I focus on breaking the task into smaller steps and building confidence through repetition. In my previous job, I had to quickly learn how to use a new point of sale system when our store upgraded its registers. At first it felt overwhelming, but I asked for a quick demo, practiced during slower periods, and shadowed a coworker who had picked it up fast. Within a few days, I was not only comfortable, but also able to help others with the system. That experience showed me that being open-minded and proactive makes learning much easier. At Walmart, I would bring that same approach, staying positive, asking questions, and working hard to master new tasks so I can contribute effectively right away. Question number 21. How would you respond? If a customer asked about a product that's out of stock, interviewers ask this question to see if you stay helpful and proactive even when you can't meet the customer's exact request. Focus on staying polite, offering solutions, and going beyond "we're out." Show that you turn a potential disappointment into a positive experience. If a customer asked for a product that was out of stock, I would stay polite, empathetic, and focused on helping them find the next best solution. First, I'd apologize for the inconvenience and check our inventory system to confirm whether the item might be available in the back or arriving soon. If it's coming in shortly, I'd let them know when to expect it and offer to help them place an order, if that's an option. If it's not available, I'd suggest similar alternatives that could meet their needs and explain the differences clearly to help them make a decision. In my previous retail job, this approach often turned potentially disappointing situations into positive ones, with customers appreciating the extra effort. I've learned that going beyond a simple no shows customers they're valued and builds trust. At Walmart, I would always stay proactive and solution-focused, making sure customers leave feeling supported and satisfied even when the exact product they wanted isn't available. Question number 22. How do you handle situations where you have multiple customers needing help at once? This question shows how you prioritize and manage your time under pressure. Interviewers want to see that you stay calm, communicate clearly, and make every customer feel acknowledged. Highlight how you balance efficiency and service quality even when things get busy. When multiple customers need help at the same time, I focus on staying calm, organized, and respectful so that everyone feels valued. My first step is to quickly acknowledge each customer and let them know I'll be with them shortly. This small gesture often helps reduce frustration and shows that I haven't forgotten them. Then I prioritize based on urgency. For example, assisting the customer with a quick question first while letting another know I'll help them next. If it's still overwhelming, I communicate with my team or call for backup so customers receive help as quickly as possible. In a previous job, I used this approach during busy rushes, and customers appreciated the clear communication and effort to serve them efficiently. At Walmart, I'd bring that same approach, staying composed, prioritizing effectively, and communicating clearly to make sure every customer gets the help they need while keeping the experience positive even during peak times. Question number 23. How do you keep yourself focused during slow periods at work? This question helps interviewers understand your self-motivation and work ethic. Walmart values employees who use downtime productively. Explain how you stay proactive, look for ways to help, and contribute even when things are quiet. During slower periods, I stay focused by looking for ways to stay productive and support the store. I view downtime as an opportunity to get ahead on tasks that improve efficiency and customer experience. For example, I might organize shelves, clean the work area, restock low items, or review new product information to better assist customers later. I also like to check in with coworkers or supervisors to see if there's anything else I can help with. In my previous retail job, I used quiet times to tidy displays and prepare for upcoming promotions, which made busier hours run more smoothly. Staying proactive not only keeps me focused, but also shows initiative and helps the team succeed. At Walmart, I'd approach slow periods the same way, treating them as a chance to improve store appearance, complete smaller tasks, and make sure everything is ready for the next rush. That way, I'm always contributing value, even when the pace slows down. Question number 24. How would you support a new team member who's struggling to learn? This question shows how you approach teamwork, communication, and leadership. Interviewers want to see that you'll support others and contribute to a positive team environment. Emphasize patience, clear communication, and collaboration. If I noticed a new team member struggling, I'd offer help in a supportive and respectful way. I remember how overwhelming starting a new job can be, so I'd start by checking in and asking if they'd like assistance. Then I'd take time to explain tasks step by step, share tips I've learned, and encourage them to ask questions. I'd also work alongside them at first to build their confidence and help them feel part of the team. In a previous role, I helped a new coworker learn how to operate our POS system by demonstrating it and then guiding them as they practiced. They quickly became more confident and effective, and it improved our team's overall performance. At Walmart, I would take the same approach, offering patience, encouragement, and hands-on support. Helping others succeed doesn't just benefit them, it strengthens the entire team and creates a more positive, productive workplace where everyone can do their best. Here's the final question from part 2 of this interview series. Question number 25. What do you hope to learn from working at Walmart? Interviewers ask this to understand your goals and how they align with Walmart's opportunities. Highlight your desire to grow, gain skills, and contribute meaningfully. Avoid answers focused only on money or short-term goals. I hope to learn as much as I can about delivering excellent customer service, supporting store operations, and working effectively in a fast-paced retail environment. I'm excited about the opportunity to build my communication skills, strengthen my teamwork abilities, and develop a deeper understanding of how a large retail operation functions day to day. I also want to learn how different departments work together and how I can contribute beyond my initial role as I grow with the company. In previous jobs, I found that every new skill I learned opened doors to new responsibilities, and I'm eager to continue that growth here. I'm also interested in learning from experienced coworkers and managers who can share insights about leadership and efficiency. At Walmart, I see this role as more than just a job. It's a chance to learn, grow, and build a strong foundation for future opportunities while contributing to a team that makes a real difference for customers every day. If you want to learn more on how to land jobs and reach your career goals, don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell notification button to get new videos every single week. Also, don't forget to hit that like button because that motivates me to keep doing what I do. Stay safe, keep smiling, and good luck.